sir. No video.
On behalf of the administration, faculty, and staff of Lecanto High School, I'd like to welcome you to the 38th commencement exercise of Lecanto High School. And I'm going to say this, it's off script, but it's great to see everybody in the stadium. Tonight, we are celebrating the triumphs of the class of 2021. This ceremony, like the class of 2021, is unique. A class that was born post 9/11. They've been living with technology their whole lives, and they're going to graduate in the midst of a pandemic. Before we move forward with our program, we would be remiss if we did not take this opportunity to thank some of those responsible for the successes of this class. First and foremost, we want to thank all the parents for their many sacrifices during the educational years of their students. All the parents, please rise. Next, we'd like to thank all the teachers and staff of Lecanto High School and our feeder middle and primary schools. Without their instruction and influence, our graduates would not have had such a valuable and comprehensive education. Faculty and staff, would you please rise? Next, I'd like to introduce Ms. Carly Smith, who will present a reflective speech.
Hello, class of 2021, parents, and LHS staff. Well, here we are. We made it. Looking like a bunch of wizards graduating from Hogwarts in our oversized green robes. Many of us had to mentally recite the way we would say here when first walking into this school, and were scared out of our minds we would become subject to some senior prank. Now, we have grown into almost barely mature enough young adults. As I sat in my room and thought I wanted to write a reflective speech for the class of 2021, I reached several conclusions about us. The class of 2021 has experienced the difficulties that real life can throw at us, all within the span of our high school career. We have experienced economic crises, acts of civil injustice. We have participated in a presidential election. We have been through a pandemic that has claimed the lives of more than 550,000 Americans. We have become active in our community in a time when it is most needed. And yet, through all the struggles, difficulties, and unrest, we have persevered. Through the uncertainties and adjustments required of us from this pandemic, we have modified our daily lives, not just for the safety of ourselves, but for the safety of others around us. Most important of all, we pushed ourselves to complete our coursework, even when the going got tough, and got ourselves to where we are today. We have survived the unthinkable. I would like to extend my gratitude toward the parents of the students at this ceremony today. It is undeniable that your unending support and dedication to your child has helped them to be where they are. Without you, half of us probably would have stumbled into oncoming traffic, and the other half would have died of starvation, because if being quarantined has taught me one thing, it's that I have no idea how to cook anything without using a microwave. To the teachers and staff of Lecanto High School, we thank you for your continuous efforts to create a healthy and safe environment for students to reach their fullest potential. You have continued to cheer us on from the moment we stepped foot into this school, and we cannot thank you enough. I would lastly like to make a tribute to the family and loved ones who cannot be at this ceremony. To all the students sitting here who have a loved one who has either passed on or is unable to be here today due to circumstances, they are aware of your successes and are so unbelievably proud of you. They will always be by your side. I would like to personally make a tribute to my uncle, Daniel Hoffman, who lost his battle with Parkinson's late in March of this year. As a retired police officer and psychiatrist, my uncle helped countless people and saw the good in practically everyone. He believed in me, even when I didn't believe in myself. In some of his final moments of consciousness, as I sat next to him while attending one of my Zoom classes, he looked at me and asked about school and how it was going. When I responded that things were feeling difficult, but at least I was trying my hardest, he managed to tell me, despite his own condition, "Don't let it get you down." I think we can all take these simple yet so meaningful words of advice from my uncle and carry it throughout our lives, no matter where the wind blows us. When faced with a global pandemic, social and political upheaval, we persevered, adapted, helped each other. And it is because of these qualities that I see us, the class of 2021, as a more unified and strengthened class, individually and as a whole. Each and every one of us are going to make a substantial impact on the world. Society cannot yet fathom the changes we will make. Congratulations, Panthers. We did it.
It's my pleasure to introduce Ms. Anjali Devon, who will present a visionary speech.
Greetings, everyone. Parents, family, friends, teachers, staff, alumni, and most importantly, the class of 2021. Thank you all for coming on this amazing day as we celebrate our graduation and for serving as witnesses as we transition to a new stage in the journey of our young lives, leaving high school to embark on a new adventure. Whether to college, a job, or wherever you go, students, let's thank those who have supported us through the arduous journey we call high school. Enjoy this day with those who have supported you as you have earned it. In the unprecedented times that we live in now, the COVID-19 pandemic, our quarantine from school, the global social unrest, political contentions, we have all learned to depend on each other more than ever. Now, students, take a look around the people you've gone to school with every day and give them a big smile. We have accomplished so much despite the obstacles we faced these past years, but we cannot stop here. We have the future ahead of us. I stand before you today, optimistic that we will all achieve our final goal in life. During the writing stages of this speech, I asked a couple of friends if they had any thoughts they will keep in mind as they graduate. One of my peers told me this: discipline will get you farther than motivation. At first, I was skeptical, asking myself, how does that make sense? I reflected on this statement amidst my procrastination studying for my exams this year. During my hours of studying, I would constantly tell myself, come on, 5 more pages, you got this. Or something more along the lines of, suck it up, you're almost done, then you can watch some Netflix. I always thought of this as motivating myself to that little extra bit at the end. But instead, it's discipline, pushing me to do something I would rather not do and using relaxation as a reward. Discipline is a gradual process in which we train ourselves to overcome our issues in everyday life. Our world is filled with adversity, and we see this especially as it's been more than a year since our first time in quarantine. This adversity is overcome with discipline. There are so many things we do not enjoy, and I know for a fact there had to be many school assignments you just loathed to do. However, that's what discipline is, doing the things we don't want to do but are necessary. When our motivation has run out, and we are all well aware from time to time that it does, we rely on our discipline to overcome our issues without our emotions, instincts, or external forces deterring our accomplishments. Rather than simply discipline, however, we can best achieve our future goals. We combine our discipline and motivation. Not only will our emotional and mental strengths push us to achieve our goals, our discipline will enable us to make the right decisions. During our time at Lecanto High School, we have been developing this discipline. And more than just a piece of paper, today we walk away with the skill of discipline for our future lives. Remember, when you face your next obstacle, use your discipline to the full extent. Use it to overcome your failures, to overcome your regrets. But most significantly, use it to succeed in every goal you set for yourself. Class of 2021, please remember, we are the future. No matter how cliche that sounds, it's true nonetheless. We will be the leaders of tomorrow. As our 26th president, Theodore Roosevelt, said, do what you can with what you have where you are. That's why I encourage you all to be more engaged in a global sense while using your discipline to achieve your future goals. We all have the capability to make our own impact. Understand the world around us, recognize the issues in today's society, and with all our minds, we can represent the best that LHS has taught us along the way and make a true difference.
At this time, Mr. Austin Rector, Class of 2021 President, will present special recognition on behalf of the class.
Greetings, family, staff, and our class of 2021. I'm truly honored to have been this class president for the past 2 years. I'd like to keep this simple and sweet, so first, I'd like to recognize the people that made this possible. Speaking for all my classmates today, thank you. Thank you to every single staff member, admin, teacher, and parent for investing so much into us. Thank you for believing in us. It's very hard to explain how much we truly appreciate you guys. The closest way I can put it is, you guys are simply heroes. Each and every one of you who has supported us has saved the world. And I quite literally mean that. The tools and knowledge you've given us have opened so many doors that we have the privilege to say that we can pick and choose which ones we can go through. And not many people can say that. Because of you, the world has new future world leaders, doctors, nurses, activists ready to fill their ranks and make a difference in this world. Give yourselves a pat on the back. All the gray hairs, time, and money you all have dedicated to us was worth it. Because of you, the world just became a brighter place. Now, to all my classmates, we really made it. 4 years of high school, 4 of the best years of our youth is over just like that, and it's crazy. If anyone told us 5 years ago that we'd finish high school in the middle of a pandemic, we would have laughed it off. The 4 years that we thought would come slow came right as fast and hard. We lost educational opportunities having our junior year cut short. Our athletes lost chances to compete that they can't ever get back, and yet here we are. We were all put to the test, not just students, but as a family, all our staff, and all our teachers. It's well known that animosity can bring people together, and that's one of the positive things to come out of the pandemic. The uncertainty and hardships made us value our relationships even more. The isolation by ourselves reminded us just how much each one of us means to one another. We are survivors. We can sit here and groan how our years have been ruined. We can compare ourselves to other classes and what they did. But the challenge put on our table now is what are we going to do with the time that we have. Small minds talk about what others are doing. You can gossip, talk about what someone else has done, what someone said, and all that. Good minds talk about what they will do. Each one of us has dreams, aspirations, goals that they want to reach. But we can't just be good-minded people and expect the world to change. In order to become successful in this next phase of our lives, we got to reach the next level. The next level is that great minds do. The world has plenty of dreamers. There's plenty of good minds in the world hoping for it to become a better place. What the world needs now are great minds. Ditch being a dreamer and just be a doer. It doesn't mean you have to know what you're doing right now. We don't know what the future holds. Most of us haven't found our true passions yet, but the truth is, so what? You don't have to know. The problem with being a smaller, good-minded person is that they're not moving. They're stuck. But it beats not moving, not improving yourself, not improving the world. Our teachers gave us the tools we need to make the change in the world. It comes down to whether or not we want to be small-minded or great-minded adults. Our class is built different. We're smarter, unified, and ready to make a change. I can't wait to see what we will do. We're going to make a difference in the world, and it's going to be amazing. Congratulations, class of 2021. We made it. Go Panthers.
It's my honor now to introduce the principal of Lecanto High School, Mr. Jason Kuhn.
Class of 2021, congratulations. Congratulations on the beginning of something profound and new in your lives.
Alexis Mack. Angel Malafronte. Alexis Mack. Angel Malafronte. Shane Monty. Logan Maple. Mackenzie Marsh. Maxwell Marsh.
Superintendent Himmel, it is my honor and privilege to present to you the Lecanto class of 2021. I certify that they have met all requirements by the state of Florida.
Seniors, please rise. By the authority of the Citrus County School Board and the state of Florida, I hereby declare you a graduate of Lecanto High School. You may now turn your tassel. Congratulations.
By the state of Florida.
Seniors, please rise.
I was waiting for the toss of the hat.
By the authority of the Citrus County School Board in the state of Florida, I hereby declare you a graduate of Lecanto High School. You may now turn your tassel. Congratulations.
You gotta do it. Even if you throw it a little.
We ask you, our chorus members, to please come to the stage. This time we'd like everybody to please stand for the singing of the Lecanto High School alma mater.
It is with great joy and pride we present to you the class of 2021. A truly unique class. You are dismissed.